welcome to your wind down session before bed. So this is an opportunity for you to stretch out those tense muscles, get rid of any niggles before you go to bed, because we all think, oh, I'll have a good night's sleep, we'll sort it out, but often it doesn't. So this is a nice little session to just wind down with a little bit of meditation at the end. So nothing strenuous in this session, stretching, mobilizing, that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's begin, shall we? So we're going to stay on all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and take a nice deep breath in. Have your feet and knees hip distance apart as you exhale. Let it come out. And then inhale. And gently push your chest forward, stick your bottom out. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and rolling up. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale. Push your chest out. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under. And inhale, pushing out. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, rolling up your spine, drop your chin, tuck your head in. Exhale. Really push those shoulders down, push that bottom out, getting into the low back region, which takes a bit of a hammering as the day goes on. As it supports our bodies. So just giving those hips a nice bit of extension there. Really feel that lovely, lovely sensation. And under. A couple more of these. Lovely. Then we're going to bend your right elbow and slide your hand underneath and straighten up the arm and reach up and slide up, slide up. 3 more. One more. Other arm, slide it and up, and slide and up, slide, try and get that head right down and up. 2 more. 1 more. I just want you to stay on your hands now and get your hands, fingers pointing outwards. We're just going to get into those elbows as you rock side to side. Keep your shoulders down and away. Keeping your spine in neutral, your core gently engaged. And just rocking your body side to side. We neglect the elbows, we stretch out the shoulders, the chest, the glutes, the legs. The elbows don't get much attention. And depending on what you've been doing, if you've been doing my power videos, Pilates power videos or intense body weight ones with the upper body strengthening, the elbows can take a little bit of a hammering. It's just good to just give them a bit of love and care and respect they deserve. And then we're going to focus on those wrists, because when we're doing a lot of side bends, these take a hammering too. So just gonna, your forearms, just turn your wrists outwards like that and just gently come back. Also another really good one for the elbows, you're just gonna rock back to your own degree, hold and gently forwards and rock back. Just to your own degree. If you find that too much, have your knees closer to your fingertips and just push back less Okay, so you're not having to come back so far. And then from there, you can gradually work your way back a little if you can. Okay, but just where you feel that gentle stretch in the forearms and the wrists, there. Keep your wrists down, try not to let them come up. If you find they're coming up like that, then don't come back so far. So you want to keep those, because once they come up, then you're taking that tension away. You want to keep them down. So just, if you want to, you're just rocking back and forwards. Keep the shoulders down. Lovely. Feel that nice sensation there. And then we're going to turn the fingers this way. And again, coming forwards and back. So obviously you come back and that releases. Coming forwards, that gets right in there. If I come this way, then you can see a little bit better. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Taking care of the hands and the wrists. And you can just maybe you'll come forwards a little bit like this over, and maybe it won't be too intense, you'll be able to hold it. Shoulders stay down. Lovely. And then just give those wrists a bit of a shake, because it's quite intense. And then maybe get the back of the hands down. Just, it's not going to be necessarily feel great. Your fingers are just in front of your toes and you're coming back and forwards, back and forwards. So just to your own degree. Try not to hunch up your back and tuck your tailbone in. Keep a nice flat top, a nice tabletop, so you're just getting into that area there. Because all strength and no flexibility is nowhere to be. You're just asking for trouble for your body. Will at some point get injured, start to complain. Niggles that once used to go after a day will hang on and on and on for longer. And here speaks someone who knows all about that. Lovely. Good, so that's been a nice little stretch out for those arms and wrists. Just give them a little shake like that. Lovely, we're going to come off those wrists now, you'll be glad to know. And we're going to come into a lovely stretch for the lower back. So just going to have your feet to the width of the mat, arms out wide like wings, and just roll your knees side to side. We're just going to mobilise the lower body first. And just gently keep your shoulders down and away. So just loosening that area up. Before we come into any more, we're going to come into our shoulder bridge, but nice and gentle. So arms are down by your side. Just readjust my hands because they're kind of getting in my way. Wrong kind of hairstyle to have when I'm teaching Pilates. So tilt your pelvis, roll back. Just keep your arms gently down, peel up and gently push your bottom up. Squeeze your glutes and arms and down. So just nice and easy, shoulders are back and down, and just focusing on that lovely mobility through the spine, keeping your chin tucked in and making sure you don't continue that tilt, that you're not continuing to roll and tilt forwards. Keep those shoulder blades pushed into mat. It's easy for them to round without you realising. This is all about correcting the bad habits our body have got into, but in a very gentle way. So not power Pilates, not full on strengthening, just mobilizing and stretching and just reminding our body where everything needs to be. and that includes the shoulders. So just keeping those shoulder blades down, down, thinking about your alignment. So the good thing about doing something like this is it's nice and slow. You can think about what you're doing, think about your technique and how good that feels in your body. And just focus on any part of the body that might be feeling a bit niggly, perhaps in the back or maybe the upper back. And just give that bit of attention as you just keep those shoulders down, keep your chin tucked in, focusing on your spine and rolling each vertebrae back down onto the mat. Few more. Just taking our time, squeeze the glutes, focus on the vertebrae, focus on your spine, focus on peeling each one off. Just to your own degree. Don't force yourself. If you're feeling tired, don't force yourself. Or I've got to get up really high. Just taking it steady. So just a bit of a wind down before bed. So it's a really nice one to just wind down your body and your mind. Everything is nice and gentle, but we're still engaging the core, protecting the back whilst you work. I'll do one more. You can close your eyes if you want to, and that should feel really good. Closing your eyes is a really good idea because that takes away the necessity of your brain doesn't need to be focusing in and zooming in on what's going on around you. So just stretch those legs out in front of you, arms reaching back and just switch off, which is great. And zone in a little bit more to what you're doing. The arms down by your side once again. We're going to come into it, bring your feet and knees together, arms out wide. We're going to come into a nice little hip stretch. So stay like that, your knees there. And then bring that top leg over, keep that right knee bent. Bring your hand underneath your thigh or your knee and gently hold. So that foot, instead of it being on, is over. And just stay like that. You can roll your head to the left, getting an upper back twist as well. And just breathing into that. Try and relax your body. Try not to hold on tightly to your body. Try to let things relax as much as they can. Perhaps you're even noticing your body beginning to relax. Deepening into this lovely stretch for the hips. And if you're seated at a desk all day, or the majority of the day, or you're in a car for long periods of time, the hips are going to get tight and they're going to get shorter because they never get a chance to stretch out. And here, we've got a lovely bit of internal rotation, which is lovely, and external rotation for the right hip as well. So all good. And then bring those knees together, gently come back to centre. Just let your back settle there for a moment. And keeping your knees and feet together, roll your knees over to the left. Don't have to lower the knee all the way down to the floor if it doesn't go, completely fine. And just bring that right foot off and over. And as I said before, you can roll that head back, look over your right shoulder. But if that feels a little bit too much for you, that brings your shoulder off, then eyes is looking up to the ceiling or in the same direction as your knee. Whatever works best for you. Gently pulling on that knee or the thigh. Breathing. body relax. Bring your knees together and come back to centre. I'm just going to pelvic tilt that pelvis just to get into the low back after those lateral twists there, which is all good, but just making sure everything is nice and smooth and nothing gets stuck there. Lovely, very nice, good. We're just going to mobilise that upper body. We're just going to keep the shoulders down, bring the arms back and circle, chin tucked in, arms back. Reach, 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 and back. Good. And this time, palms are up, take them back, and then the palms go flat or thereabouts, and then turn them up and down. Lovely. And up and down, getting a lovely mobilisation and a lovely stretch there. Very nice. Good. We're going to either roll onto your right side or come up into sitting by rolling up. Whatever works best for you. We're going to come into a lovely spine stretch. So legs stretched out, toes pointing away from you. Sit up as tall as you can. Bring your arms up. Shoulders are down. Roll your chin down to the chest. C-shape your back and reaching down. Rolling your head down and reaching over, 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 over. Hands come back along the legs. Now this time flex the feet. Keep the feet together. Bring the arms in line with the shoulders this time. Roll the chin down to the chest and reaching over, over, over. Don't try to reach for the toes. If your hands only reach to your knees or to here, if you don't get much of a forward bend, that's completely fine. And back. And this time arms up, point the toes. Rolling over, 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 and feet flexed and up. Roll the chin down to the chest and over, over, over. Good, couple more, feet flexed, arms up. Roll and chin down. So we're not reaching, we're rolling the chin down, reaching over, 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 over. Point the toes. And over, just stay there, feet flexed, holding, getting into the hamstrings. You can hold onto your legs, but make sure you don't pull. Getting a lovely stretch in the lower back. Just holding for a little while longer. And rolling back up. So we're going to come into spine twist. So just sitting up nice and tall, hands in prayer position. Inhale to prepare and exhale as you twist. Nice and gently. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Just seeing where your body is at and where it wants to go. And if that feels comfortable for you, you'd like to take that out a little bit more, we're going to bring the arms into Cossack. If that should feel amazing and good, and you'd like to take it one step further, arms out. And just whatever or works for you, whatever feels good for you. That's what we're doing. Lovely, then I'd like you to get your right hand down and just take your left ear by the left shoulder, gently place your left hand above the ear and gently point your right fingers into the floor. And just holding here, pushing your right hip down into the floor. No pulling, just placing the hand there is enough. Sitting up as tall as you can. And gently take that hand away, roll that head up, roll your right ear towards the right shoulder, bring the left arm out, fingers pointing down towards the floor, and just gently place your hand above the left ear. Don't push or pull, just hold in. Lovely, and release. And just roll that chin down to the chest. Place your hands on the back of your head. Gently hold. Don't try to push. Feel that tension easing off the upper back, right between the shoulder blades. And right at that place where the neck meets the upper back, trapezius area. So good. And that's what we're here for. To put some goodness and roll back into our bodies. Good. And just roll that chin back. Just your own degree. And roll the head back up and just rolling shoulder to shoulder. Good. Then we're going to take that right hand to the side, stretch it out a little bit, bring that left arm up and reaching over. Keep both buttock cheeks pushed down into the floor. And gently up and left arm down and right arm over. And back up, lovely. So we are going to do one more thing, and we're going to just stretch out these hip flexors at the top of the thighs. So just stretch out your right leg and bring your left leg, if that's comfortable for you, you can bend it if you need to. And just going to bend the knee in the left leg and bring that knee as close as you can to the chest and holding here. Just stretching out all those muscles that we use in Pilates so much. Our hip flexors, our upper body, when we're doing side bend, our wrists, our hamstrings. So just giving those a nice stretch to the back. Good, and release. And gently let that leg stretch out and bring the right knee in. It's good to just have some time to just de-stress your mind and your body. Bring that right knee in, holding it there, so that a while longer. And release back down. Good. Just give yourself a nice full body stretch. Arms stretched out behind you, legs stretched out and reaching. And if you'd like to end it there, you can do. Or you can stay lying down and stay for a meditation. And you can just lie down and get yourself snuggled under a blanket or a jumper or something like that, or next to the fire, somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed, and just stay there for a moment while we just have a few minutes of relaxation meditation. So just lying there now with your arms by your side, palms facing up to the ceiling so they're completely open, the body's completely open and relaxed. And the first thing is just to breathe. So we're not trying to force our bodies to get to any particular state. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're not trying to force ourselves to relax. If we go into meditation with that in our minds, that's going to make it really hard, and the mind will just resist and go, no, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about that. So we just focus on the breath. Just focus on the breath coming in and out. Breath in, breath out. Just focus your mind and concentrate on fully breathing in. And pause and slowly out. In. And slowly out. Just focusing on where you feel the breath the most, perhaps in the chest, the belly, the mouth, the nose. Just see if you can notice where you feel the breath the most. And now, continuing to focus on that breath, just the breath in and the breath out. We're going to take your attention down to your toes. A nice full body, little examination if you like. And you're just going to focus your mind on your toes. And just notice the sensations arising from the toes. We're not looking to feel anything in particular in any part of the body. We're just noticing or seeing if we can become more aware of what's going in the body at this moment. Just noticing how things are this very moment. However they might be. Whatever happens is completely fine. Whether you feel anything or you don't feel anything, either way, it's all good. It's just a little bit of awareness and a little bit of examination of your body at this moment. Just seeing how things are in this moment. And then travelling away from the toes into the soles of the feet, the arches of your feet, the plantar fascia, an area where that gets quite tight in many people and they get cramped. Just noticing how the soles of your feet, the heels, the arches are feeling right now. Any sensation coming from there. Perhaps the coolness of the air or If you were having a blanket over you, the sensation of the blanket over your skin, whatever it might be, or perhaps nothing at all, and you're going to notice that, right now, I can't feel anything, and that is completely fine, and know that that is fine. And coming away from the soles of the feet and thinking about the tops of the feet, just picture them in your mind, your feet, and their ankles. Seeing what's here for you right now. And saying goodbye to the ankles and the tops of the feet and coming into the lower legs, the calves and the shins and the sides here. And just noticing any sensations arising here, anything you might feel, perhaps the weight of them resting on the floor. Again, perhaps the weight of the blanket or the sensation of the feeling of the blanket or whatever's draped over you, anything at all. Or perhaps your clothing, if you're wearing leggings or trousers, perhaps a sensation of those. And perhaps some sensations deeper into the muscles. And again, perhaps nothing at all. And please don't feel sad or angry or disheartened if you don't notice anything. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just one of those things. It just takes a little bit of time to get used to noticing these things, that's all. And everybody's different, and it's all good. Just being here is good. Giving yourself a chance to just be still. And coming away from the legs and coming into the knees and the thighs, noticing what's going on here. Just breathing. How do my thighs feel? Heavy, light, tight, relaxed. Particularly in the tops of your thighs where we hold tension, right at the very top. Where the thighs meet the pelvic area. And from there, letting go of the thighs and saying goodbye to the lower part of the body, those legs and ankles and feet. And taking our attention into the glutes, the buttocks, the hips, the lower back. Just noticing how that feels after all those stretches we've been doing. And noticing if it feels a little bit looser for you than any other sensations that may be arising here for you. And taking your attention into the lower abdomen. See if you can notice it rising and falling as you breathe. As you breathe in, the belly rising as it fills up and depressing once again as you breathe out. As the ribs expand and decrease, if you like, come back together. See if you can notice that, the ribs expanding and coming back down. Noticing the chest rising and falling as you breathe. The shoulders, the upper back, the middle of your back, your spine, noticing all that, what's going on here for you. Taking your attention into the neck, the head, noticing the heaviness of the head on the mat, and into your forehead, place where we often hold tension, Just noticing how that feels for you. Any relaxed or tension here. Into the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows. Noticing any sensations arising here for you. Your eyes heavy, or are they feeling quite light? The breath coming in through the tips of the nostrils, of the mouth. And as you breathe out slowly, noticing the shoulders, the arms, the hands, whatever's in contact with your hands. Noticing how that feels. And just coming outside of your body now and looking down on yourself. Picture yourself lying down and noticing your whole body is one, lying here. Deep breath in, slow, long breath out. I'd like you to say to yourself 5 times, quietly, or in your mind, I am calm, relaxed, I'm in control. I am calm, take a deep breath in, relaxed, I'm in control. I am calm, relaxed, I'm in control. I'm calm, relaxed, I'm in control. And one more, I am calm, relaxed, I'm in control. And bringing awareness back to your body, your mind, bringing your mind back to the mat. And bringing movement into your fingers, your toes by wiggling them. Opening up your eyes as you're ready. And if you're lying down, rolling onto your left side and staying there for a moment. And gradually coming up into sitting. And that's the end of this relaxation, unwinding, bedtime meditation session. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel relaxed and have a wonderful night's sleep. Till next time, good night from me.